Okay, everybody, this is Tarkasine here once again. I figured, because I used to play this game a lot, and one thing I never got to was the Gottlieb factory tour. And I have no idea what it is, and I have no idea if it's a video or what. So I'm going to record this. Anybody wants to watch it, they can. If they don't, I don't care. I'm just going to label it as it is. Let's go. I see. It's a picture, it's a slideshow. That's interesting. Oh wow, that's a lot of assembly. This must be back in the 60s. I'm guessing. Wish they'd give us some context or commentary. Business office. Oh. This must be like when they first started. They must have been like late mid 40s or something. I really don't know. It's hard to tell. I can't even tell just by the fashion. Cable run-in. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. Okay, those must be back panels there. Right? Cable solder. Wow. Yeah, it was a big operation though, wasn't it? Display room. Okay, I don't know what games those are. Can't even zoom in. I'm not expert enough to know what those are supposed to be. I'm gonna guess. I am gonna guess 50s. No, look at the chairs. 60s. Early 60s. Look how tidy they kept it. Engineering department. Wow. Those vending machines in the back? I don't know. General sub-assembly. So this would be for smaller components, such as like the jet bumpers, flippers, stuff like that. Light box insert assembly. So they're gonna, the light box is the sit at the fucker at the back, isn't it? I think. Anyways, truck docks. A proud American company. Playboard assembly. Punch press department North Isle. So this is where they would make a lot of their parts. So, for example, like this is just me from what I know. Most of their parts were made in-house. So you have drop targets. You have all your relays and stuff like that. They're all punched and pressed. Like by themselves. They may have outsourced some stuff, but at that time you typically made it yourself. I mean, there was no reason not to. South Isle, yeah, that's a fairly large press on the very right hand side. That's I can't even think. Be a fairly large thing, maybe for the coin drawer. Receiving truck court. Wonder what all those barrels are for. Fuel? I don't know. Coolant? Small machinery department. So, oh man, look at all those little drill presses, like a little gang of them, right? So one person would sit, and you'd have a set of jigs and fixtures, and you'd have all your drill presses or whatever set differently, and they'd move it from one position to the next, and pull the quill down, and that's what they do. And I'm looking in the back there, I see some lathes, I think. No, they look like saws almost, and a bit of assembly. It's really hard to tell with this blurry photograph. Southern section. I see part bins. Okay, I'm really going to try to determine what those are. Those look like spring machines almost. Some of them anyways. They may be applying springs to some stuff. I'm really not sure what those are. I've seen a lot of machines in my life, and I really don't know what they are. But then again, I am of a completely different generation. Spot welding. No, I see. That's interesting. So I probably run table legs or the legs and shit like that through there. Certain assemblies probably required spot welding from the different stamping machines and parts. They'd run their little batches through there. Step switch and motor assembly. Interesting. Step switch and motor assembly. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. Well, they had huge gangs of switches. These are electromech, right? So, or these are all electrical, but mechanically driven, relays and solenoids and relay logic stuff. So huge stacks of relays, huge stacks, like where one switch will pull multiple relays and put them in on and off positions, or where it'll work in reverse, and very, very complex but very elegant stockroom active parts. So obviously parts that are in active use for their current assemblies. Switch assembly, I see. That's pretty self-explanatory. Well, that's it for the Gottlieb factory tour. I thought it was actually kind of interesting. I had never seen that before. So anyways, this has been Targeting. I'm going to post this up. I hope you guys enjoy it. Blah, blah, blah. Yakety schmackety. And you have a good night.